Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have something different today. I'm going to be making a dog treat for you guys, a really super easy and nutritious dog treat. So, you could save your money and make something that's really easy from home and for your little fur babies to enjoy. So if you're into that, stay tuned. Okay, so this recipe is only 3 ingredients, which is super awesome. And you probably have at least one of these items in your home. If not, they're very easy to grab items, so nothing crazy, nothing too expensive. So I found this recipe on Pinterest, and I will link the recipe that I found. But I like to play around with my measurements. I don't like to be exact, but I just wanted to give you the idea of what it is. So first up, you will need coconut oil. And this one I think I got at CVS. Yes, CVS right there. I don't remember how much, maybe $5.99 or something like that for 16 ounces. And you can even get the Butcher Boy or something like that. I think the brand at Dollar Tree right now. I've been seeing it constantly. So if you don't want to buy an expensive jug of it, go ahead, go check out Dollar Tree and see if you can get one for $1. Next up, you're going to need any kind of peanut butter. It doesn't have to be Jif, doesn't have to be natural. You can go and grab a cheap version. It doesn't really matter. It's pretty much all the same. There might be some variation in sugar, and if you want to get real crazy, maybe you should get an organic type or natural. But really, if you're trying to save the money and make an easy, cheap dog treat from home, then it really doesn't matter. But yes, today I have the natural Jif. Okay, and last up, you're going to need some bananas, and you want the bananas that are ripe. You want them to be almost going bad because those are sweeter, and sometimes I just like to use ripe bananas for, instead of throwing them out in a couple days, I can make this treat and stretch them and give something nutritious to my dog. Or, make banana bread or anything like that. It's always sweeter and really delicious, even though they look disgusting. Lastly, and this is an optional item, you want to get some kind of either ice cube tray or some kind of candy mold or something that are easy to pop out, and so they have like perfect little uniform sized treats. I've also made it without it, where I just dolloped them on wax paper and froze them. But if you have it, great. If you don't, it's not a necessity. I just picked this up at the Dollar Tree, which I think is new. They have all new colors, and I just figured that the perfect small size, and you can pop them out with a silicone tray, and yeah, so I grabbed that. Couple other items. You may want to grab a baggie, because if you are putting it in the little molds or something like that, I'm gonna scoop all of the treat and put it in a bag and then squeeze it out into the tray or your mold, whatever you have, because they're kind of clumpy and kind of hard to just scoop and measure out. So the best bet, if you're going to do it in something like that, is to have a little baggie and you snip the corner and you pipe it in, but I will show you as I go. Okay, so I'm going to get started, and the first thing I'm going to put out is the coconut oil. And I'm not going to measure it like I said. Yes, there are specific measurements, but roughly it's about 1 banana and equal parts of the coconut oil and the peanut butter. And yeah, I'm just going to eyeball it. I've made these before, and they came out delicious, and I did not measure them. So today I'm just going to do the same. That has got to be a 1/4 cup. Something like that. Actually, I'm going to double my recipe because I have a lot of ripe bananas, so I'm going to do a little more than that. Let's do about a 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup of the coconut oil. Coconut oil is great for your skin and your body, and it's great for the dogs. They're good for their coats, and they have properties in them that you can't just get in store-bought dog treats. Next up, you're going to do the peanut butter, and about the same amount. That's got to be something like a 1/2 cup. If you haven't got this before, I really recommend. This is the Betty Crocker spreader, and I love it for peanut butter or for baking or for icing cakes. It's really good. It's double-sided. So that's my blob right there. And I think I'm gonna do 2 bananas. And again, eyeball things. If I find that there's too much banana, I may put in more of the other ingredients. So just gonna peel them. Smell good? This is gonna be for you, girl. This is Willow. she smells it. She's had them before and loved them. And honestly, you can eat them too. Me and my son were eating them. They are delicious. And it doesn't have to just be for your dog. These can be a great like low carb snack for you. I try to eat low carb. I find that my body doesn't react well when I have a lot of carbs. So this is great for me and delicious. If you don't like the flavor of coconut, they're not super coconutty. You get a little hint, but they're just delicious overall. Okay, so now what you want to do is just break the banana up. You could use a fork. Today I didn't want to have more than one utensil. I hate washing dishes, and this one works well. Bananas are very easy to break apart, so really it doesn't matter what tool you use. Just want to give it a good smush. Make sure there's no big clumps of banana. That smell good, girl? Okay, I take back what I said. You kind of do need a fork. I mean, you don't really truly need a fork because this does have a sharp kind of hard edge to cut something soft like a banana. But for the sake of a video, I don't want you to sit here forever, I got my fork. And yes, this does a much better job, so I do suggest getting a fork. Smush it really good. Doesn't matter if there's some chunks, but you want it to basically freeze well. And actually, they don't truly ever freeze really that hard, so don't worry about having your dog choke. They will not choke. The olive oil, the peanut butter, it just makes it stay soft, so it never gets rock hard like an ice cube. Even if they are a little bit hard, you can defrost it for about 5 minutes and they'd be really soft. Okay, now this looks like a big yucky goop mess, which it is because peanut butter is a big mess. But this is where the bag's gonna come into play. Now, if you don't have a bag, what I did last time, I put some wax paper down and I just dolloped, like, if you wanna get a spoon, I would just dollop little, I don't know, tablespoon size or teaspoon and a half, something like that, little circles, and they're not gonna come out perfect if you don't bag them, but they still taste delicious. They're still fine. The dog doesn't care what size they are and what shape they are. It's really just for you guys to have it nice and neat. So yeah, this is a good consistency. Now I'm just gonna put it in the bag. It's kind of hard and sloppy and messy, so please forgive me if this video looks kind of crazy and gross, but that's just what it is. That's the consistency, guys. So you fill up your bag, seal it shut, give it a good seal, because when you're squeezing, you don't want it to pop out of the top. This is how I do my icing for cakes. I love to bake, and this is just an easy disposable way to do it. Keep the mess under control. So you want to grab your mold or your ice cube tray or whatever you got going here. Okay, this is where now you want to snip one of the corners on the bottom of the bag. Don't do a super huge cut because then you'll have globs all over the place, but that should do. And then real easy, you just want to squeeze it in, just like that. I'm gonna have enough for probably 2 ice cube trays full. I only have one of these, but they're really fast to freeze, maybe about 20 minutes, like something like that. I'm gonna give them a little tap, sorry for the noise, just to flatten out the tops. And just like magic, I will freeze these and be right back. Ta-da! They're done. I kept them in there for probably half hour because the last time I made them much flatter, and these are a little bit thicker, so that's why they took longer to freeze. So I'm just gonna pop these out real quick. Also a great tip, like if you're gonna eat these for yourself as a low carb diet, these are also delicious if you blend them up in a blender like these little pellets, and make ice cream. It tastes so good and it's so healthy. And it comes out creamy ice cream consistency. You have to eat it right away though because it will melt fast. Okay, so as you can see here, I got the little pellets or whatever you want to call them. This made 21. I'm going to make another batch. I still had all that leftover mixture. So yeah, these I will keep in my freezer like this and just pull one out. And I wouldn't give a ton to your dog. You may have some problems with the bathroom, but you know, 1 to 3 a day I think is okay. You don't want to give anything in excess ever. So let's see if she likes it. Let's see if I can get some footage of her eating some. Willow, you want a treat? Sit. Was that good? Was that so yummy? You want one more? Okay, sit. Paw. Sit. Paw. 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 Good girl. We're learning paw. She doesn't, sometimes she has it down pat and other times not. Okay, sit. Good girl. Want another treat? Want another treat? Is that yummy? Say thanks for watching, everybody. Oh, she wants more and more and more. And I'm not going to give her too many because it might make her sick. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you very soon. Bye. Bye, Willow.